Brought to you by Baby Lock, for the love of sewing. Sulky threads. Express yourself with Sulky and create with confidence.
Welcome to Quiltmaker's Block Network. I'm June Dudley with Quiltmaker Magazine, and today I have a guest to introduce to you. This is Kelly Bowser. She is a Baby Lock owner and blogger, and today she's going to share her block, Sew Squared, that appears in Quiltmaker's 100 Blocks Volume 8. Kelly, what are you going to share with us today?
I'm going to share my methods about chain piecing and how to keep your blocks organized when using a lot of pieces. In this particular block, I used 15 colors of solids, and I cut them in various shapes of squares and rectangles. The cutting directions can be seen on your right. When I first start this block, I lay out all the pieces that I can sew together at once to maximize my time and chain piece. Now I'm going to head to the sewing machine and get started. Place your fabric right sides together. Make sure you have an accurate 1/4 inch seam on your machine. When going to the next block, do not cut the thread in between. Keep going. This will create a chain with your patches that you'll cut later. This saves time when making multiple blocks. Once you have your unit chain pieced, you simply snip the threads in between each of the pieces before proceeding to the next set of squares and rectangles. I like to press all of my seams open with this block. So here I have the various units partially sewn together. I have 2 of the 4.5 inch squares, and you can see here how I've assembled some of the 2.5 inch squares into larger units, and then 2 sets of 3. Next you can see I've sewn 1 set of 3 to a larger square and another set of 3 to the other large square, and I've also sewn all the 4.5 inch squares together into 1 long rectangle. Here we have a completed block. If repeating the block set straight, you can get a quilt like this. Or alternatively, if you alternate and turn the blocks, you can get a quilt like this.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Kelly, on Quiltmaker's Block Network. You can find Sew Squared in Quiltmaker's 100 Blocks Volume 8, along with 99 other creative blocks. Hope to see you again soon on Quiltmaker's Block Network.
I absolutely love my Baby Lock Symphony. When I started looking for a new machine, it was very important to me to be able to free motion quilt because I like to finish all of my own quilts. I don't like to send them out to be quilted. I kind of feel like it's cheating. So it was really important to me to have a large throat space and for the machine to produce really great stitches when I free motion. And out of all the machines I tested, this was my favorite, and I haven't been disappointed yet.